A pleasant evening to you all. The Seychelles Island Foundation, SIF, is asking the government to temporarily stop plans to build a hotel on Assumption Island until all analysis, especially in terms of biosecurity risks, are completed. SIF says that, considering the proximity of Assumption to Aldabra and the fact that it is the main route to reach Aldabra, its main concern is to prevent invasive species from reaching the atoll. In a recent press release, SIF said this plea to temporarily stop construction is urgent.
The Seychelles Island Foundation, SIF, says that in principle it is not against the development on Assumption because it recognizes that this can bring economic and conservation benefits for Seychelles. But they are against a development that is fast-tracked and where there are no strict measures to protect the biodiversity of Aldabra and Assumption. SIF emphasized the fact that this development in its current form poses an acceptable biodiversity risk to Aldabra. The Foundation is of the view that it is very important to implement biodiversity measures that prevent the introduction of invasive alien species on Aldabra and Assumption as well, taking into account the devastating impact that this can bring. SIF is requesting that the construction work be temporarily halted as soon as possible until a biodiversity plan covering the construction phase and the hotel operation is finalized, and that this plan should be reviewed by all concerned partners, including international and independent experts. SIF is also recommending a detailed analysis of Assumption's biodiversity.
The Finance Department has announced that first-time property owners who have paid a stamp duty for properties costing less than 3 million rupees since September 2019 will now be given some more time to apply for a refund. This comes after the department made certain amendments in the Stamp Duty Act, making certain exemptions. The amendments were printed in the Official Gazette on the 29th of July. Its main aim is to keep in line with market forces and to further encourage individuals to take it on themselves to build their own houses.
The main areas that are focused on within this order is one, we are considering part exemption for first-time owners. So, for example, if by any chance two or more individuals purchase a single property together, so they would have the undivided share. We do consider those that do not own any property, so they would be a first-time owner, so they would benefit from the stamp duty exemption, whereas the individual who does own the property in the past, they would have to pay stamp duty. So the exemption would be based on the proportion of ownership by the first-time owner. The second bit that we are focusing on is with regards to matrimonial property. Similarly, in instances whereby the transfer of undivided share is not necessarily 50%, what we have considered this time around is that the exemption would be based on the proportion of the ownership. It is to be noted that both in the instance of the first-time owners and the matrimonial property, the value of the property should not exceed 3 million. As soon as it exceeds 3 million, they would need to pay the stamp duty applicable to it. With regards to refunds, we are now considering refunds to be made for a period of 4 years, within a period of 4 years. So, for example, anyone who pays a stamp duty for some reason or the other, maybe they were not aware of the exemption order that exists, they have 4 years down the line for them to claim for a refund to the Ministry of Finance. For those who have paid the stamp duty during the period from the 1st of September, the 2nd of September 2019, when the stamp duty exemption order was gazetted, up until the 31st of August 2022, they would have 48 months or 4 years from the day that this current order was gazetted. That was 29 July 2024. So they have up until 28 July 2028 for them to claim for refunds. For those who made payments between 1st September 2022 and 29 July 2024, they would have 48 months or 4 years from the day that the stamp duty was actually paid. So basically that is for the period of those who paid the stamp duty before the order came into force.
Official launching of the Ladig Health Council today. The council is made up of health professionals among other representatives from the other sectors, and the creation of the council is a result of recommendations made at the Primary Healthcare Conference held last year. Minister Peggy Vidot said the council will help to ensure that the resources and facilities of St. Mary's Hospital are used properly to meet the needs of the community. The Seychelles Civil Aviation Authority SCA has confirmed a possible theft and vandalism at one of its main radio communication sites located at Bon Espoir, Montagne Posée. The incident happened yesterday and the police have started an investigation. SCA reassures the public that its customers and that this unfortunate incident will not affect its services and all flight operations will continue as normal. All necessary measures are already in place to ensure that the safety and the security of operation is maintained. The healthcare agency has received a donation of medical equipment from a team of Chinese doctors working in Seychelles since May. The donation includes monitors, pulse oximeters, acupuncture machines, as well as surgery equipment worth some $37,000. Members of the Chinese team dispatched by the Chinese government presented the equipment to the acting chief executive officer of the healthcare agency. The Chinese medical team stated that the donation reflects the friendship between Seychelles and China and their common commitment towards improving the health standard of the country. The crew on board the British Navy ship HMS Lancaster participated in 2 cleanup activities which took place today. A first group cleaned the Notice Point beach. This activity was organized in collaboration with Parler for the Oceans, a local non-governmental organization. The second group was at the home of the elderly at Plaisance, where they cleaned and painted the home. They also planted some lettuce and spices, and this is the second time this year that the crew members participated in cleanup activities. The last time that they visited Seychelles was in May last year. The Navy vessel HMS Lancaster will depart tomorrow at noon.
We wanted to take full advantage of their time in Seychelles and get them as involved as possible in the community. They were quite excited and keen to participate in the activities we had planned for them. So for today, we have a group at Northeast Point, around 15 of them, doing a beach cleanup in collaboration with Parley. We had collaborated with them about 2 years ago when HMS Montrose had come to Seychelles, and everything went really well. It was fantastic, and we thought to reach out to them again and organize another beach cleanup, and so far so good. And we have a second group at Plaisance Care Home who are doing more of the maintenance and upkeep work at the care home. We've worked with the care home in the past quite closely, and we thought it would be a great idea to have them there again, doing anything that needs to be done at the care home. So as you've seen, they're power washing, they're painting a few areas, doing a bit of gardening, and any maintenance work that needs to be done over there.
And that was the news summary. Thanks for watching.